Defense, would you like to call your third witness?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to call Pat Evenstein to the stand. Please state your name for the court.
I am Dr. Pat Evenstein.
Let the record show that I am showing opposing counsel Exhibit 10. May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
Can you tell the court what Exhibit 10 is?
Exhibit 10, Exhibit 10 is my CV. It explains my employment, education, and my medical license.
Can you tell the court about your education and experience?
Well, I received my medical degree from Yale University. I also am the president of Evenstein Forensic Associates Incorporated. It also says, and I've lectured at the Morehouse of Medicine, and I was a medical examiner for 25 years.
Can you tell the court what you did with your job experience and knowledge?
As a medical examiner, I started an internship to encourage forensic studies for young students.
Can you tell the court what a medical examiner does?
As a medical examiner, I take a comprehensive analysis of autopsies and use forensic medicine.
And, Your Honor, at this time I would like to enter Dr. Pat Evenstein as an expert witness in the field of medical practice and forensic science.
Objections?
No, Your Honor.
I'd also like to enter Exhibit 10 into evidence.
Objections? So noted.
Did any of your interns stand out to you?
Yes, Dr. Jamie Johnson.
And can you tell the court about your relationship to Dr. Jamie Johnson?
I hired Jamie Johnson as an intern of mine during her high school years.
And what have you and Dr. Johnson, what has Dr. Johnson done since your internship?
Since the internship, I have retired, and Dr. Johnson has become and taken my place as the medical examiner for New Justice.
Do you believe he's doing well at this?
I believe she is normally doing a good job. However, in the case of Abby Oddington, she is not, and she is incorrect.
Can you tell the court how she's wrong?
She is incorrect after I've analyzed the autopsy report and the notes and photos. I've come to the conclusion that she did not die of an overdose, but she died of complications from pneumonia that were improperly diagnosed by Dr. Max Payne.
Can you explain how you came to this conclusion?
I came to this conclusion because of Abby Oddington's symptoms. She was shaking, she had a fever, exaggerated heart rate and breathing rate. She also had a fever, but yes, those are all symptoms of pneumonia.
So in your expert opinion, do you believe that this was a homicide?
I do not. I believe that this was malpractice on the case of Max Payne for not realizing the symptoms of pneumonia and treating Abby Oddington correctly.
No more questions at this time.
Prosecution, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Change your mind, Mr. and Mrs. Evenstein, would you call yourself a professional medical examiner?
Very much so, yes.
Were you in the doctor's office when Dr. Payne examined Abby?
I was not.
So if you were not there, how would you know the valid examination performed?
I would not know the validity.
So there is a possibility that.
Excuse me,
you
I would like to finish my
I
answer.
believe you did answer the question.
Let the witness finish their answer.
I would like to say that I was not in the office of Max Payne, but I was there to review the notes that Dr. Johnson took of the autopsy report from Abby.
So there is a possibility that you would not get the correct diagnosis on the matter because you were not present.
I was not present at the exact time when the examination took place, but I did see the notes from the time that she passed away.
Dr. Evanstein, are you a pretty good acquaintance of Dr. Jamie Johnson?
I would say so, yes.
You say he normally does a fine job, right?
Absolutely.
You also said that you taught Dr. Jamie Johnson the tools of the trade of being a medical examiner, right?
That was my job, yes.
If you taught Jamie Johnson that much about his job, doesn't it seem difficult to go against your original teachings?
Absolutely not. I think that she typically does a very fine job, but in this instance, she made a mistake, and a very crucial one.
You also said that the office was in good hands when Dr. Jamie Johnson took over as your replacement.
I thought that to be the case, yes.
If all this is true, wouldn't you say Dr. Jamie Johnson is the right man for the job?
At this time, no.
But
thought
you
at one
did-
time-
But you did say that he does qualify the position
I would say
as
so, but
stated in the questions above. You did say that.
no, actually. I said that she did normally a fine job, but in this instance, no. And because of this instance, I do not think that she is appropriate for the job of medical examiner of New
Didn't you answer the
Justice.
question beforehand? You said she normally does a fine job.
Normally, but not in this instance.
Well, doesn't that seem hard to go against her reputation?
Her reputation has only been in place for less than a year.
But through. Alright. So if all this is true, would you say that Dr. Jamie Johnson is the right, I said man, woman for the job?
No longer. I thought at one time she was, but not anymore.
But, no more questions, alright. You contradicted yourself.
All right, would you like to redirect?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you may be seated.
Your Honor?
That was probably like